Time to watch this quick run through of Fonn in our project management software. Over the next sort of 25 to 30 minutes, I'm going to be running through the Fonn platform, just to give you a quick overview and idea of the functionality and how we help our clients better manage their projects. Before I get into the demo, I just wanted to let you know a couple of things about Fonn. Within the system, you get unlimited users. So it's as many users as you want on the system, whether that's subcontractors, clients, suppliers, your own internal staff. There's no limit to that. So you can have as many users as you like. Also offer unlimited projects and also unlimited data on the system as well. So everything is completely unlimited. Also as standard, as part of your package, you also get full implementation, training as well on the system, and also 24 hours a day ongoing support. So everything you need is included into your package that you get with Fonn. You should be able to see my screen. So here I'll run through the system with you. There's two parts of the system that I'll run through. Left-hand side is the sort of desktop, laptop version, if you like, via the web app link. And on the right here, I'm syncing this to my mobile phone. So it'll give you an idea of how it works on the mobile side and how the two systems link and work together. So the mobile side is obviously for people out on site and obviously when you're away from the office, and then you can access the laptop version from anywhere you need to, the desktop view. As you log into the system, it'll bring up what projects you've currently got. Here you can have a quick overview of how they perform, their percentage, any tasks, issues, documents, things like that. Also, as you invite members into projects, it would only show them the projects that they're currently been invited to. So you don't need to worry about other people looking at other projects they're not involved with. It would only show them the projects that you actually want them to see. If I go into this project here and click into this Fonn demo project, I also go into it on the mobile phone as well. And that takes us through to our project overview screen. So one of our strengths within Fonn is how easy the system is to use. We get a lot of feedback from clients on how user-friendly it is and how easy it is to navigate and use the system. As you log in, it will show you an overview of your project. Here you can have a look at the address location details. You've got your overall progress, which is tracking against your scope of works in your project program. You can see if there's any pending variations, what project members are working on the project. You've also got a shortcut here to documents, issues, any tasks that are on this project as well. Down the left-hand side, the different menu options. These are different parts of the system that we run. This is what I'll go through with you and explain a little bit about what each of them does. As you see on the mobile side, there's a very bit of different look into it. Again, it's very user-friendly. Nice big buttons for big builder fingers. Nice and easy to get into the sections of the system that you need to. So it's easy to navigate your way around the system as you need to. I'll go into my documents. So within our documents here, I'll go to it on the mobile side in a second as well. This brings up our folder structure. This is completely bespoke and unique to our clients. We can copy any folder structure you've currently got and we can put that into the system. We create that as a template, and then every time you create a new project, it will automatically pull in this folder structure template for you. Good thing with Fonn is it all syncs to the mobile in real time. So we go into my documents here. That will bring up my same document folder structure as well. I'll run through a couple of these to show you how they work. First one we've got is our drawings. So this is where we can manage and host our drawings through the system. If I go into it, this will bring up what drawings we've currently got. We can manage single drawings and we can also manage multiple page PDF drawings. So if you've got 10 drawings on a multiple page PDF, you can upload that to the system and split those pages out if you need to. Also, a good thing with Fonn is we do full revision control as well through the system. So if I go into this floor plan, for example, here, you'll see we've got a number 4 here. And on the mobile as well, you'll see a number 4 there. Basically telling us this is the 4th revision of this particular drawing. We can look back at previous revisions as and when we need to, just by clicking the little link here, and that little arrow. And also on the mobile, we can go back and we can look at previous revisions on the mobile side. And that will show us any previous revisions and when they were revised and when they were updated in the system. With these revisions, we do get the option to compare them. So we can hit our compare button and we can compare between two different revisions. What that will do is that will overlay those two PDFs or those two drawings, and it will highlight any changes between the two. So you can see what changes have happened between the two drawings. We've got lots of markup options as well within the drawings. So here, both on mobile and on this side, we've got lots of options up here. We've got measure guides, so we can go in and take measurements direct from the drawings. We've got area measures, so we can go and take a measurement of an area. We've got things like ruler measurements, where we can just take a straight line ruler measurement, and you've got other different measurement tools you can do as well. We can also insert things like stamps, so we can pull in like if this hasn't been approved, for example, we can put in a not approved stamp, and we can drop that nice and visible into a drawing as well. Or you can create your own custom stamps as well. And we can also add signatures into these drawings as well if we need to. We've got different annotations we can put into these drawings as well. So here we can add in any notes we need to, and we can also drop pins into these as well. These pin drops we can link back to any snag issues or any problems, or we can link it back to any part of our project program. Again, all this functionality is available on the mobile app as well. If we do need to update these drawings, it's a really simple process. We can just click the three dots here, choose to update, and then we can just pull in the new drawing as we need to and update that. What the system will do, let me just select one here, just say this is a new drawing we've got. We can upload that, put in description. So for this example, I might put this is now going to be revision number 5. I can notify users about this document and then save. That's going to save that as a new revision, and it's going to update everyone on that project. As you can see, I've got a push notification pull in here on my mobile app to tell me that document's now been updated. If they don't see that notification, we've got a little bell symbol down here, and that shows us any updates while we've been away. So that's showing obviously that update of that new drawing. And again, on our home screen, if I click our little home button back here, this will change to one unread document, so it's telling me that I've got an unread document. I can click into it, it'll highlight the folder that's in, so it's highlighting my drawings, my architect's drawings, and then if I scroll up, there's that new floor plan we just uploaded as revision 5. We can go into it and we've got access into that as we need to. So that's how we can manage drawings. The other thing we can do is we can create QR codes that we can have that can load back into parts of the system. I'll just bring my camera up. I'll show you, got an example here. So here for this plot, if I want to, we can have these around, sort of sites. Here I can scan that to access the drawings for this plot. I can go over the QR code, click on the middle, and that will bring up the drawings what are related to that particular plot on that particular project. And we can have this QR code so you can scan back into issues, scan back into drawings, documents as you need to. So it's quite flexible on how that works. So that's how all our drawings work. Again, it's a lot of clients use it heavily on the drawing side, and it's really easy to use and manage and works very well on that sort of side of it. Other thing I tend to show people here is how we manage photos. Again, there's always lots of photos that are taken during projects. From the mobile app, it's really easy to upload these into the system. I can go into my documents, select my photo folder. I can create a new folder if I need to. So I'll just do this as Fonn demo, for example. I can save that, and that will create that folder for me in my folder structure here. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to it. My photos. There's my Fonn demo folder that's created for me. I can go into that, and I can hit my plus button in the top right, and I can create a new document and select my camera, and I can take a photo. I can then use that photo, and I can rename it if I want to, or I can just upload it and save it straight into the system. We can upload multiple photos as well at a time, and videos as well. I can just go to create a new document. Instead of selecting my camera, I just want to go to my phone gallery. That will bring up my phone gallery. I can go in, I can select multiple files, photos, videos, and upload them all in one go if I wanted to. So that's how easy it is to upload photos, and it will sync with the system in real time. If I go to my photos folder here, on the sort of desktop version, you'll see it's created that folder for me, and under that folder there's that new photo that's been uploaded. Over here it gives you the time and date and who it's been uploaded by, so you know exactly when that was uploaded into the system and who it was by. Again, as I mentioned before, there's no data caps in Fonn, so this saves that as a high-res version. So if you need to save it, print it, do what you need to do with it, it's a high-res version of that. It doesn't shrink it down and anything like that. So that's how easy it is to manage, sort of documents, drawings, photos, and things through Fonn. Next thing we get to is our issues. This is where we can create and manage any snag issues we may have or any problems on site. Again, from the mobile app, we can go in and go to our issues. Little plus button on the top right. and we can create a new issue. So for this example, I'll put a broken door handle. We also got voice technology built in as well, so I can go to my little button down here. Broken door handle needs fixing. So as we type, we can select what category we want. These categories are completely custom to our clients, so you can have up to 25 unique categories. I might put this under a snagging and internal works issue. I've then got options to add an attachment. So here I want to attach a photo. So again, I can take my photo. I can use that photo in this diagram. I've got the option to mark it up. I've got things like freehand. I've got shapes that I can do. I've got arrows, and we can also add sort of text into these as well as we need to. Move that around, and then we can save that into this issue. Then save that, and that will populate it into the system. If I refresh my screen here, that will then bring in that issue that we've just raised. So here's that broken door handle. And then this brings up like a discussion board, so we can go backwards and forwards as we need to get that resolved. So here I can send a message back, please mark on plan. So if I need to know where this particular issue is, I can send them a message back that I need them to mark it up on the plan. They'll get a notification, there's been a response to that issue. They can click on that notification and it'll take them straight through to that issue. You can see my comments come in there. Down here we've got more options, so I can hit my plus button. Here I want to attach a document, so I'll go to the document. I want to bring up my drawings, so I go to my drawings folder. I can go in and select the drawing that I need to mark up. I can add notes to it. So again, I can go in, select it. I've got my freehand, so I can do that. I've got my shapes again, so I can mark up where that issue actually is and save that back into this issue we're working on. Again, it pulls it in real time, so I go to my discussion board here, it's pulled that in here. The whole time this is keeping your whole history log and trail, so it's really good for audit history and to be able to, the audit trail to track what's gone on with it for future use if we need to. A couple of other things we can do off the back of this as well. We can manage variations, so if I need to order a new door handle, for example, and the client needs to pay for it, I can go in and create a new variation. I can say it's going to be, just say £50, and it's going to be 2-day impact, and it's a new door handle that we need. I can create that variation and add that into here. Whoever's responsible for signing off on that can go into this issue. They can see there's a variation related to it. They can do this from the desktop side or from the mobile app. They can go in, look at the variation, see all the details, and they can go in and accept that variation. So yeah, I'm happy with that time and cost impact. I'll accept that variation. Again, it's the whole time it's pulling it into your discussion board here, so it's always creating that audit trail and history for you. With these variation costs, we can keep track of those under our variations. So here, both on mobile and this side, we can go and have a look at those variations. We can see anything that's pending, so anything's awaiting approval or signed off, any savings, any upgrades, and you can see that new door handle we've had here. We can keep track of the initial budget and any accepted changes, so we can keep track of that so you know where you're at the moment with that project, and we can send that out as reports as we need to the client. If we want to go back into look at that issue, we can just click on that option there, and on the mobile we can just go back into that issue as we need to. Then we can create a task off the back of this. So I need to create a task for someone to go and fix the issue. So I can create that as a new task. I can assign that out to who's responsible for doing it. So I'll assign it out to one of my guys. A due date, so you don't have to put a due date in, but you can if you need to. So it needs to fix it by that day. And they can save, and we can create that as a task. Again, they get notification as a task that's been assigned to them. It will also show on their tasks here, and the clipboard will show any tasks they've currently got. Go into that, here's that fixed door handle task that's been assigned to me. I can click the arrow button, and that will take me through and give me the information related to it. I can see it's related to a particular issue, and I can go in and complete that task as I need to. I can go in and say it's all been fixed, and I can complete that. I can then go back into that issue, and I can attach a photo to show that it's all been fixed if we need to. And again, the whole time it's pulling that into your history trail here on your discussion board. Once that's been finished, we can go and resolve that issue, and we can close it off as being resolved. We can also download that as a report, and we can do a master report across all of our issues if we wanted to by going through our issue report here. and we can select what categories we want to report on. So there's lots of reports we can pull out of the system around the issues and things like that as we need to. So that's how we manage any issues. Again, clients manage this with managing no deliveries, issues, snagging, anything like that can all be managed through the system. Next we get to is tasks. Already sort of touched on tasks already. Again, we can create tasks. You can add comments in, images, documents, due dates, responsible. So you can use this as a full task manager, or people can use it for their own sort of to-do list and create their own tasks as they need to. Then got our scope of works. This is our project program. So this is where we can pull in templates. If you already have set programs, we can save them as templates in the system. Every time you create a new project, you can pull that template in. We have a lot of house builders who use the system, and again, they have different templates set for different plot types or different house types. They can basically just create their project and pull in whether it's a 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house, whatever it may be, and they can create that program automatically. And that then pulls into here, and again we can break this into as much detail as you want to. All syncs to the mobile as well. So if I go into section 6, I want to go into the thermal installation section, and I can go in and break that down into every section as I need to. So here you can go into real granular detail if you wanted to. Some clients just want a high level checklist to say thermal installation is now done, or you can break it into every part of the job as you need to. Each section here, we can fully audit everything and have that history, track and evidence everything that's been done. So under this part of the job, I can go in, I can add in any images related to it, any documents, so it could be like a checklist, a quality sign-off sheet, it could be what material specs have been used. We can also relate any issues to it, any tasks. We can keep track of how much time has been spent doing that job, gives you a full history log. And here we've got our current progress, time spent against our planned time, due dates, start dates, actual against planned costs, and who's responsible for doing it. So we can fully evidence everything from the mobile side as well, what's been done on that part of the program, and that can be evidenced and saved back into the system. That's then going to automatically update your program for you, and will tell you where you're currently at within your project program. We can run that into different reports as well, so there's multiple reports we can pull out around your program. You can also put it into a Gantt chart just by hitting the Gantt chart button, and that will put it into this traditional sort of Gantt chart view and function, where you can export that out to PDF, Excel and things if you needed to. So yes, that's the way how we can manage your whole project program within the system as well. We then got our submittals. Through this we can create a submittal. So this is anything that needs to be approved before going live into a project. So again, if you need to send over some drawings to someone and they need to approve them, we can create that submittal, send them the drawings they need to approve. They can go in, check it, approve those drawings, make any comments they need to, and that will pull it back into the system. With this, you can send these to anyone who's an external party to Fonn. They don't have to have an account on Fonn to answer a submittal. You can send it to an external email address. Similar way how RFIs work, we can go and create RFIs. So if I needed to know the door handle colour that I need to order, I can create an RFI, put in the question here of what we're asking, attach any documents we need to. We can put suggested answer, due date. So again, you can have the system default that for any time frame you want. So if everything has to be answered within 7 days, you can set that as a default date, or you can just go in and manually override it if you need to. And who's responsible? As I mentioned before, you can send it to any external user. That way they'll just get an email with this RFI. They can click on the link, answer the RFI, hit a submit button, and it will send that back into the system. They don't need to log into Fonn, don't need an account on Fonn to answer RFIs. If they are a user within the system, you can just select them, add them in, and send that RFI to them. Again, they'll get a notification if there's an RFI that's been submitted to them. And that will come through if they're on the mobile app as well. They'll get that notification. And then it fully tracks it through here. So you can look at any that have answered that are waiting to be approved, and any that have been accepted, and you can fully track them through here if you need to. And you can run those into reports as well. And the good thing with this is it will do automatically sort of chasing for you. So if it gets to a few days before it's due, the system will automatically send them a reminder. And if it goes overdue, it'll send them a reminder saying that it's now overdue. So it does that sort of chasing for you as well. Then get into our digital forms. This is helping our clients go paperless. Also helps with their carbon footprint as well. again, because it saves a lot of paper, a lot of time, resources having to print manual forms or paper-based forms and things as you need to. So here under my forms, I can go into my forms here, and I can select, just so I've got this health and safety report I need to fill in. I can click my little plus button and I can save that form as I need to. That'll create that form for me, and then I can go through and fill this in as I need to. We can mark boxes and sections that have to be filled in. That's why it's got a little red switch there. So it means that this part of that form has to be filled in, or it won't let me save it. You've got things like date pickers as well, and you can go through. Also embed photos into these forms as well. So I can take a photo, I can use that photo, upload that into the form. I've got like option pickers and things like that. I can go through, fill in all the sections that I need to. We can also capture multiple signatures on these forms as well if we need to. So I can go in there, capture signature, save and submit that form. That then save that into the system, converts it into a PDF version for you, and again in real time saves that straight into your system for you. It's just generating it now. I can still view it, and here's that form that's been created, captured the photo, captures my signature, and all the details we need for that form. We can also then allocate work out off the back of these. If I need to go through this report and say, right, we've got some work someone needs to do, I can quickly create a task and allocate tasks, things straight off the back of this form as well if I need to. So that's how we can manage digital forms within the system as well. We've got our check-ins. This is where anyone can check in and out of a project as they need to. So if I'm out on site, you want them to check in when they get to site, they can click the check-in button, confirm that they're currently checked in. You can have it so project managers or site managers can check other people in if they've got the permission to. They can click in the middle, they can go and sign other people in, they can add in guests and things as they need to. Once they've signed in, it'll put into this screen here. What we can do is we can track or where they are when they sign into the site. So here under our geofencing, basically within this they have to be within that radius. To show that they are within that project radius that you set, and you can set this radius for whatever location, whatever size you want it to be. I'll go back to my check-ins. It will show that on here that I'm currently checked in, and it's showing that I'm within that project region. So that's basically telling me I am within that project radius you set, and I am where I'm meant to be. If you're not, then it will come up outside. It will give you a little note on the mobile when they check in saying, you're currently outside that project radius. Are you sure you want to check in? And they can still check in, but it knows that they're not where they're meant to be. If I click on that link, that will take us through to a map, and that gives the location of exactly where that person was when they checked in to that project. And once they've finished, they can go in, check out, leave any comments they want to, and they can check out of that project, and that pull through that they've checked out. We've then got our project reports. So here we can run multiple reports through the system. Here we've got things like our scope of works, issues, check-ins report, RFIs, multiple reports we can run through the system as we need to. One of the main things is used through here is our project reports. So this is like a daily diary report. We can do this from the mobile as well if we need to. So if I want to do a daily report for today, I can select today's date. I can then go and add general notes that I want to add in here. So we can add in any notes that we want to. Put if there's been any accidents, incidents on site. You can also add in what subcontractors have been up to for that day as well. So you can put in a bit of details about what they've been doing. As you need to, you can add as many of these subcontractor notes as you want as well. And then we just hit generate report. Nice and simple, easy to do that. It does it on the mobile as well. So it also generates this report on the mobile side as well. What that's basically doing is all the information that's been put into Fonn for that day is pulling it into a nice, easy to read PDF report for you. As you can see, it's done that pretty quick for me. Let me just go in and I'll open that up, and I'll show you what that looks like. Let me just pull that across. So here's my daily report for today. I said it does it on the mobile side as well. You can view it on the mobile. Brings in the project details, automatically pulls in the weather conditions as well, so you know what the weather was for that project location for the day. Any notes we added in, our subcontractor notes that we added in, what project members have been on site, when they signed in, when they signed out, how long they've been on site for, any tasks that have been created and completed for that day, any issues we've raised. So here's some demos that I've done earlier with some issues. There's that issue that we raised a minute ago. How many RFIs have been submitted, documents uploaded and forms completed. Anything in orange here acts as a hyperlink back into the system. So if I want to look at this broken door handle issue, I can click on that and it'll take me straight through to that part of the system, straight into that issue. So different parts of the system can link back to each other as well through those reports. So you can do those as a daily, weekly, or custom report where you can pick the time frame as you need to. We then get to our project members. So as I mentioned already, unlimited members on Fonn. If you need to invite new people in, you can go to invite members, put their email address in, select their project role. This will determine their permission groups, what they can and can't do within the system, and you just invite them in. Once they come in as a member, you can manage their permission groups, you can change their permissions if you need to, or you can also block them out if you don't want them having access anymore. The good thing with this as well, it syncs to the mobile side as well. So here I can go to my project members here, and here you'll be able to see what members you currently got working on this project. To say you happen to have everyone's details stored in your own phone book or not knowing who you need to speak to who's on site, you can scroll through and just say I need to speak to Graham, for example. I can just slide it across on my phone and call. I can just phone and direct from my phone. So just an efficient way of having like a project directory, always available to you, built within the system into that project. We then have our settings. We understand for some projects you're not necessarily going to want to have all of the features or functions you need to use. So within Fonn you can actually switch them off. So if you don't want to use check-ins or variations or submittals, we can just toggle it off and it will remove it from this project and remove it from the mobile side as well. So you can do that per project because some projects you may need to use all the functionality, some you may not need to. So again, it just streamlines that, makes it more user-friendly as well. There's less options that people don't need to worry about. We've got good search features through the system as well. You can search through up here and also things like favourites. On the mobile side in here, we can mark things as favourites. So if you're always working on a current issue, you can mark that issue as a favourite or document or project. So it's just another user-friendly thing that's easy to access into what drawings they're currently working on. They can mark as a favourite and get access into it instantly as they need to. Last really thing is the organisation. So this is the back end more for admin users. This is where you can keep track of your projects on a global basis. You can have a look at project overview. You can look at different project trends that are happening. And your project's overview here. Here you can have a look at how your projects are performing on a global basis. You can filter out by issues. So this one I can see I've got 308 open issues. I can look at the details of those, filter it by how long it's been an issue for, and then see why that's still an issue after 495 days. It just gives you a quick high-level overview of your projects. Same as tasks as well, and same as your scope of works. So your project program, you can see this is flagging as 88% complete, where we should be 100% complete. I can look at the details of that, look at what's overdue, and this is why we're behind, because these items haven't been completed yet. And these 13 items link to these 13 overdue on our scope of works here. Once we've done these, we'll be back on track with the project as we need to be. And then there's different reports we can run, like organisational reports, task reports, and scope of works reports we can run and manage through the system. Well, I hope that gives you an idea, a quick brief run through of what we offer and how Fonn works. If you do want more details, you can drop me an email at david.lewis@fonn.co.uk, or you can give me a quick call on 07810 372 968. But I hope that was useful. If you do have any questions, please reach out to me and let me know. And yeah, thanks very much for taking the time to watch the quick run through of Fonn.